Hey, how's it going? It's Romer. I wanted to make a quick little guide for all those people who don't play support that often or don't understand the idea, because you carries don't understand what's going on between supports, and gankers really don't care. Your only concern is, are the wards up? And here's the thing, supporters actually have two jobs. The wards are up, and you find the other wards. That's not as important, but it's pretty damn important to find the other wards, and so you often get these ward wars going. So you always have to look at the beginning, who's going to get wards, who isn't. This game, it's going to be Mimiron and Blacksmith. I mean, obviously, Hag isn't, Predator isn't, and, Kraken can do farm. You know what, if you want to tell me Blacksmith's going to carry Blacksmith, and he's going to get it, I'll be pissed, but obviously, Kraken can do a little more with farm. On the other side, it's only going to be Andromeda because Magnus has to go semi-carry, because Magnus is basically the semi-carry on this team, considering Defiler's the hard carry. A Pebbles can obviously own the game, a Chippers can own the game, but they don't have any late game, so they have a spread. So they're going to have offensive wards. Now, Blacksmith and Mimiron, I know that going into this fight, and they're going to have defensive wards, because they're just looking to get to the late game. That's all they're looking for. So this is actually kind of long, because this is actually one of the few games where it really was, all the wards were placed down. All the big ones were placed down. The only thing is that Andromeda really wanted her Staff of the Masters and didn't buy counter wards. She warded a shit ton. She didn't buy counter wards, though, so it's pretty lopsided, because I bought quite a few, and Mimiron bought quite a few. But just going to go over real fast about initial wards. This is actually quite a long pause. But right here, now there's two things you got to remember. Who's ever going top buys the courier. Who's ever going bot buys the ward. They fucked this up. Magnus bought the ward for top, so he only bought one. He doesn't need to block this camp. He wants that camp. He actually fucks up and puts it down too low, but he doesn't ward the rest of the game. So who bought courier was actually Andromeda, who came back top for a gank. But she's going to go bot, and guess what? This doesn't get warded. There's no ward down here, and actually he can't even see the room because of this one. You always want who's ever going bottom Hellborn to buy the wards, top Sentinel. So right here, I bought the wards. This right here, it's got to be on the bottom because you want to see the room. Got to see the room. This right here is the one that I wanted to talk about a little bit. I ward here so that I can see a little bit of this. This does see somewhat of this. You don't really have anyone get by you if you have this up, but I usually like to have that extra vision right here. It's not all that necessary. In fact, this can just go in the trees and you wouldn't mind. But two things. One is, if you're worried about it being counter-warded, don't put it out here. That's an easy one to see. Walk down, they'll see it. Put it in the tree, so they have to bring a flying courier, and most likely they won't have a flying courier up. But here's the big thing. Don't ward here. Don't ever do it. You get no vision. No vision, and it's so easily counter-warded. It's fucking ridiculous. Oh, it's so easy. Whenever you stand right here, watch him come in, place it. All right, Ward of Revelation gone, and then you don't even have to mess around with the Ward of Revelation being off to the side so you don't block it. No, it's easy. On the other side, don't ever put the ward right here, because all you need is one tree knocked down and you see it. Put it here. Right here will block the spawn camp, or right here will block the spawn camp. And even here, you actually get a little bit of vision out. Nobody's going to knock down this tree. Again, Flying Courier is going to beat all of these wards here. If they really want to get it, they'll get it. But I just want to do that real quick, and then we are going to zoom out to 1024, which I went way too far. But alright, so 1024, right? We're at 1024. What does that mean? That means that on the timer, these wards are still up. These wards are still up, but Andromeda's now bot, and she realizes, oh shit, they've been pulling. I should stop this. And puts it here like a fucking moron. It doesn't even block the camp. It doesn't block it. It's fucking retarded. And then here she puts this. I can't complain. The Mimiron came down, ganked Defiler by going this way. You want the vision here. It also sees the ward for mid. The only thing that this ward does that this one doesn't, that this ward does, this one doesn't, so this one has the negative, is like if there's a Deadwood mid, He's just going to walk right through. He's going to get to this point, throw down his stun from that far away, and you're dead before you even realized it. So sometimes it is better to have it here. So like for us, it's a hell of a lot better to have this ward here. We want to see that Pebbles get that rune so we can go, oh fuck, get the fuck out. If we have it here and we don't see him till here when he has his haste, we're fucked. So that's all I want. I wanted to just make a quick point on that. And then we got to go up to 1820. Which I guess I can just hit along. I don't know. That might make a little bit of sense. Alright. Here's what you need to do. You need to look at this right now. Now, we have our ward up right away. Evolution was spot on with these early game wards. I didn't have the money. Evolutionist did, and he was spot on with the wards. He put this one here, which, you already see the ward from here. I'm not sure this one's all that important. Here would have been fine. But he gets his ward up right away. Look at the time. Now, Andromeda walks by at 1034. 1034. We're going to have a ward here. We're going to have a ward here. Or we're going to have a ward here. Now, you got unlucky. The ward was here. But watch this. Andromeda comes by. And look at this. He's even waiting. Wait. Guess what he just saw? Guess what he just saw? He didn't even need the ward. He was right there for it. And you know what happens? We actually get into a fight. That's why it takes a little while. But comes by, and 2 minutes later, 3 minutes later, bam, gone. You gotta look at the time. If you're putting it up too late, you gotta remember, it's the 6-minute intervals. Wards are up for 6 minutes. So if at 7 minutes, you're putting a ward here, you better be fucking careful that they don't have a ward there. And then we want to zoom up to 2665. Checking. Yeah, if I didn't get to this point already, you fucked up. Alright? We have the ward there. We counter-warded there, and I put it back up, but that's because I didn't realize we counter-warded there. And that's rule number 1. Don't ever ward where you counter-warded. And I fucked it up, but I got okay because Andromeda, for some reason, needs a bracer instead of a counter ward. Because she didn't know I put it down there, but you gotta think, when she puts this down, she would probably put the counter ward down first, because obviously we caught it last time. But no, instead just puts the ward down without even thinking, even though we already counter warded this, we know that she likes this spot. Every warder loves their spots. Me, love this rune. Love this rune. Love this rune, and I really love this rune. Or if I'm in the tri-lane, doesn't happen all that often low, same ward down here, or you'll see the ward here, or the ward here. But don't ever ward where you've already been counter-warded. Instead of here, put it here, put it here, put it here. You're not gonna get the site you want. If you really want the mid, put it here. There's no reason to put it right back there. And what happens? Bam, done. And guess what happens over here? We had a ward up. She puts it down too late. And what happens? I walk right on over and take it out. This is ward wars. This is the ward wars I'm talking about. You've got to always think, could I be counter-warded here? If so, do I need to put a ward of revelation down? And here, the big rule, the number 1 rule. If one thing you take out, don't ever fucking ward where you counter-ward. Because guess what I'm going to do? As soon as I see you counter-ward me, I'm going to go and counter-ward it. Because at worst, I get a ward of revelation. And did I spend 100 gold to find out that that's all you put there? Yes. But at least 7 times out of 10. 7 times out of 10, there's going to be a ward there that I just got because you're a fucking moron. Alright, so we are going to zoom ahead to 28, which is in 35 seconds. What happened so quickly? Oh, yes, I wanted to talk about this. This I put up because I knew this one was running out pretty soon. But here's the thing. Andromeda comes around and gets my ward of revelation. So this ward here, I was expecting to be counter-warded here. Set this up in anticipation. This ward's fine. It won't give you this if you're going to ward here late game. You generally also want to put one here. And I didn't. But that's basically what I wanted to get at. And then we're going to zoom all the way up to 3329. I keep going too far. Oh, they're going too fast.